Geek family, we're back. This time we're going to check out a video on the sport of Kabaddi. And I'm Nathan.
I'm Rachel.
Trinity.
Troy.
No Jordan. Yes, no Jordan still. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like this. I kind of like the where it's more room. I feel like I can stretch out. Oh, I'm not worried about him grabbing on me and hugging on me. What do you guys think? I don't know. That's me. Even Trinity's getting used to it. She's like, yeah, this is pretty nice.
No, I'm crying myself.
I'm just kidding. Real quick though, before we check this out, I just want to say thank you guys again for your support on the channel. And if you can you guys hit that like and the subscribe button? You know what's coming. Thought about that little notification bell. Bang! Yeah, we saw this sport for me for the first time when we were watching the trailer from the movie Panga. And I had never seen it before in my life, so we had some people suggest some videos. And this one is, technically the name of this one is The Rules of Kabaddi Explained. I'm very curious, so let's just jump right in and have a look.
Nin explains The Rules of Kabaddi. Kabaddi is an Indian sport, played with 2 teams of 12 players, with 7 players taken to the court at any one time. The game is played on a rectangular court that's generally a maximum of 13 metres by 10 metres.
Ew.
This is a midline that divides the court into 2, and these are the balk lines, the end lines, the bonus lines, and this is the lobby area. I'll explain what these are shortly. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team. To score, a team must send a player, known as a raider, into the opposing half of the court whilst chanting the word Kabaddi repeatedly. A raider must only use one breath and chant the word Kabaddi repeatedly to show the referee that he is exhaling and not holding his breath. The first goal of the raider is to reach the balk line. Failure to do this results in the raider being out and cannot participate in the next part of the game. The second goal of the raider is to touch as many players as he can and make it back to the midline before he is caught and tackled by the defenders. He can do this in several ways, with a hand touch, a toe touch, a kick, or by trying to escape a tackle and reaching for the midline. He gets 1 point for every opposing defender that he touches, so long as he makes it back to the midline, or whilst repeatedly chanting the word Kabaddi. And any touched defenders are out and cannot participate in the next round of play. Understand so far? Cool,
No.
let's continue. The defenders, sometimes known as antis, will try and stop the raider returning to the midline, especially if one of them has been touched. They can use several tactics such as the ankle hold, back hold, front tackle, and forcing them off the court entirely.
Oh!
If the defenders manage to stop the raider returning to his own half of the court, the raider is out and the defending team gets 1 point. Once a raid is finished, the opposing team must send out a raider of their own within 5 seconds, or the team will lose a point. Got it? Good, because it's about to get a lot more complicated.
More complicated?
When a player is out, he must wait in the sitting block and is temporarily unable to participate in the game. Once a raider has been tackled, or a point has been scored, they are allowed to revive one of their own players out of the sitting block to rejoin the team. This means that every time you score, you can revive one or more of your players back onto the field of play. The game is played in 2 20-minute halves, for a combined playing time of 40 minutes. Highest score at the end of time wins. Kabaddi is the ultimate game of cat and mouse, as the defenders have to be far enough away so that they can't be touched, but also close enough to tackle the raider should he decide to make a run for it. This is a highly strategic sport, and there's a few more rules that you'll need to understand before playing or watching a game. For example, the lobby. The lobby is an extended area of play, which is denoted by the yellow areas here. These are only active when a defender has been touched, and gives both the raider and defender more room to try and score or get the raider out. Bonus line. As mentioned before, this is the bonus line. If a raider puts 1 foot in the bonus line with 1 foot in the air, he will score 1 point so long as he makes it back to the midline. However, the bonus line is quite far from the midline, and reaching for this line makes it easier for the defender to tackle you. The bonus line is only active when there are 6 or 7 defenders on the court. Super tackle. If there are 3 or less defenders on the defending team and they manage to tackle a raider, this is known as a super tackle and scores 2 points. 1 point for eliminating the raider, and a bonus point for doing so with 3 or less defenders. Do or die raid. If a team has 2 unsuccessful raids, i.e. they score 0 both times, the third raid is the do or die raid. Failing to score on the third raid in a row results in the raider being out. Pursuit. A pursuit is where a defender charges at a retreating raider with the aim of scoring a quick point off him. This is usually done if the other team is slow to retreat from a raid and the defender is close enough to score a point and make it back to the midline quickly before the other players realise. All out. If in the rare instance a raider gets all the defenders out in one raid, this is known as an all out. The raiding team gets 1 point per player and an additional 2 points. All players are revived after an all out. To the uninitiated, Kabaddi seems strange, confusing, even ridiculous, but once you understand the rules, it becomes an interesting sport to watch. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, comment, rate and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is always appreciated. If you're also on Reddit, you can post this video and discuss it there. But in the meantime, enjoy Kabaddi.
That looks more confusing than cricket.
Yes.
Okay, let me. I'll clarify. From what I remember when we were did our trailer review, the thing I said I was like, it looks like the ring is about the size of a or the match area is the size of a wrestling ring. Just from the quick glimpses I got in the trailer. No, it's like a lot bigger than that. It was a lot bigger play area than I initially thought. It in just first glances too, it looks like
Wrestling.
it. Well, yeah, it has some similarities with wrestling, but it looked like it'd be so easy just to tackle the dude. And I guess that's where I'm confused at when you watch them, because you watch all the one guys, they keep like swinging from one side to the other. And in my head, I'm like, well, why don't they just, when they swing to the one side when he's further down, why don't they all just like, fishtail around and just encircle him and tackle him every time? But I don't know if they have. There's one thing I was like, I'm trying to watch and listen at the same time. Are they not allowed to tackle him until he tries to touch somebody?
Are you asking us?
Oh, I thought maybe one of you guys picked something. I thought maybe one of you guys picked something up on that.
Yeah, no, didn't. Sorry.
Okay, all my confusion aside, it looks like it would be a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
And
I don't agree with you on that.
You don't think that looks like it'd be fun to play?
No.
She has no energy anyways.
I have that. It's not that I don't have any energy. It's just that I'm afraid I would break every bone in my body. I mean, right now my wrist is cracked from falling on it. So
I think it looks like it'd be fun to play.
Yeah, it does look like I think it'd be fun to play
Yeah.
with family. With strangers, I don't know, because
Might
all
get too
that,
violent.
all that touching.
Well, I mean,
But that
all you're doing is you're basically the one guy you're coming, you're just trying to play tag with the other people, and the other ones are just trying to tackle you.
yeah,
Yeah, that's,
all
I
that
didn't
touching.
get that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying too. I didn't understand either, because it's like, how many guys were there? Like 7 versus 1, and then like, why didn't they just all 7 of them like jump him?
Basically, bum rush him and jump. Yeah, that's where I was confused at, as far as I'm assuming the one guy has to do something first before they're allowed to actually tackle. Because otherwise, yeah, you would think as soon as he comes over, they all just rush him and tackle him. Like, all right, you're out.
That's this game.
And I'm trying to remember too when they say when he tags somebody, they're not out until he gets back.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to tag him, and then he's got to go back to the midline.
Get back to the midline. Troy.
It does look like a fun sport to play.
What is it with you guys in contact sports?
Just like
Fun.
just to
I
try
guess-
your physical prowess, like ooh, I'm gonna try doing that.
Stop talking.
Because I don't play.
No.
Because I don't play sports mainly
No, he
because
doesn't.
I don't want to have to stay after school. That's just boring.
Well, Mama doesn't want to have to take him back and forth either, so.
And I probably don't. I'd probably just live at the school at that point.
Anywho,
But it does look like a fun sport to play, just because to see if you could see how many you could get before you run back. Because like
Sorry. You okay?
it is a little confusing. Because like you were saying, like why can't they just when he gets close enough just encircle him and become like a circle, so he can't leave at all.
yeah. It was the one breath. The saying the word Kabaddi over and over was a little confusing at first when they were saying talking about one breath or another. So they gotta take a breathe in, go kabaddi, kabaddi, and continuously say that, from what I understand, and until if they don't, then they have to go back to the mid.
The midline, or
Yeah.
past the midline into their team.
To prove that another breath hasn't been taken, the rider must continue to repeatedly yell the word kabaddi. Failure to do this, even for just a moment, means that the rider must return to their own side of the court without
Okay,
points.
this is really confusing.
Yeah, I'm still confused. Just looking up some extra rules on. I'm still confused at when the defending team, when they're allowed to actually tackle the person to take them down. Is it just whenever you want to, or do you have to wait for the
I think they have to wait for them to touch
the guy to
that
come in
line.
to do something? Let us know, and let us know if maybe there's another video, kind of like we did with the cricket stuff, to help us learn a little bit more about that. If there's maybe a different video that might explain it a little bit different, or maybe explain it a little bit easier. Like I said, hadn't even heard of the sport until we watched that trailer, so very curious because it looks like a lot of fun to play. Would like to check it out. Let us know in the comments or on Twitter and Instagram. Be awesome. So thank you guys again so much for all your love and support of the channel. You guys are awesome. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
Can somebody else do that?
I'm
squirt?
blind, so.
It looks
Are
fine.
any of you? Does anybody have sight?
Hi, Diku.
No,
The whole
remember?
back row is blind, folks.
We're gonna play this game when Jordan
I
gets
was
home.
yeah.
and
You're
you're gonna be the one tagging
Right as
us.
I'm making my point, Trini goes.
I can't get this cop out.
I say right. So I told your mom, I was like, as soon as you chew this, you're gonna.